What's up, guys? It's your boy Nick, and it's been over a year. Yeah, it's been a minute. So it's been over a year since I've uploaded anything to this channel. Yeah, I killed my own channel, and that'll probably be the thumbnail for this video. I feel like I need to explain why the hiatus happened. Uh, a lot of you guys probably don't care why it happened, but I feel like I do owe people who have chimed in, people who have commented on videos, and just asking about where I am, how I am, and am I feeling all right? How am I doing? And those messages really meant a ton to me when I was getting them because obviously I was going through some shit. Uh, Clearly, we're in a different space here, though. We're in a new studio that I built last year. This studio was built last year, and yeah, that was one of the reasons for the hiatus. But obviously, this was completed last year. So during that time, I was going through quite a bit. We'll dabble into some of it. I don't want to get too in depth in detail with it because it could be triggering for a lot of people. I know it is still triggering for myself. So I did lose two friends and their father last year, and they're really close to me. As many or a couple of you guys who have watched the high Q reactions know that I'm a former uh, athlete. So these were guys that I was growing up with in that space. So the older brother was on the wrestling team with my older brother, and their younger brother was on the wrestling team when I was an upperclassman, and he was just coming in. So kind of took him right under my wings, just like his brother did for my brother. And it's a close knit town, so that's kind of how I know these guys. So last year, the younger brother had you know, it was a hard time in his life. Don't want to get into any details or speculation or anything like that. Mental health is a huge part in leading of young adults passing away and taking their own lives. And it just was unfortunate to have not only him lose his life, but as well as his brother and his father. And that really sucked. So it definitely hit really hard when all three of them passed all in the same instant. I recorded a video the next day to see where I was really at, 'cause I uploaded videos just to get away from all that, but I just couldn't. I would turn the camera on and I was in tears the entire time, and I didn't want that to be the content that I was putting out there for people who are going through similar things, and I didn't want to add on to them. Like, I don't know, I just feel like if I'm putting content out, I should have a little bit more positivity behind the content. And I don't want it to be doom and gloom all the time because this is a escape. This is channel was made to be an escape for you, for me, from all that bullshit that's going on in our lives. We all know we deal with way too much. In more general terms, I need to take a step back and focus on myself at that time because I wasn't doing too hot, and I felt like trying to create the content wouldn't be that great anyway. But the other issue is that I'm pushing off the way I feel about what happened. I really didn't get over it for a while. I thought in the months or days after I was fine, but clearly was not. I was acting completely different. People that are really close to me, obviously they knew. I mean, I didn't make it too well hidden, I guess. I shouldn't play poker, is what I learned. Um, I don't even know the rules of poker, to be honest. There's the ADHD. But I just wanted to be real with you guys and see where I am, like on the mental health spectrum here. So that situation happened and it played out, and I thought I was good, but I really was still dealing with it, but then subconsciously not dealing with it, just pushing it off and not really accepting it. Yeah, so that was one of the issues leading into just the lack of communication with you guys. And I did have plans to come back way earlier. I wanted to start recording like a month after, and I thought I was going to be able to do that, but clearly that never fulfilled. That never came to fruition, and that's due to a couple other reasons. I was really neglecting every aspect of my life. I mean, to say it bluntly, I think that the people that really it messed up the most. I mean, obviously, I ruined relationships over this. I wasn't able to convey my thoughts. I wasn't able to process my feelings, and I kind of just shut myself down for an entire year. And that obviously doesn't work when you have a relationship. As I lost, one of the best things in my life at the time, but I can't blame them because I really wasn't putting in any effort. I didn't have any effort to give to anyone at that time. So it was just going through that, and it's just a lot. What I'm trying to say is when you're going through these things, you might not realize it at first, but you're affecting the people that care about you. During that time, I pushed away a lot of people in my life that cared about me, and it's just sucks to say that I've lost people during this year that I care about a lot, and there's no regaining that. So I've lost connections that I didn't think I would ever lose. So it took some time to really deal with that, and me saying that right now, I'm still not over that. It doesn't just go away. It honestly it hurts more realizing instead of in the moment when I should have cared, not communicating with the people around me with how I feel because I didn't know how I felt. And that was one of the things I really need to work on in the past year. And to say that I've worked on it and perfected it would be a lie. I've worked on it, but I'm not perfect at it. And it just that would just be a lie. I'm not saying all this just to get sympathy, but I feel like some context should be said before I start uploading again. And I felt like this could potentially help somebody in the future who's also dealing with this. Is not a rare occurrence in life, unfortunately, that things like this happen where you want to disassociate because you don't know how to feel or what to feel or what to say, and you just push people away in your life. And I just want to say that that is not the best idea. That is not the best idea to do that. Even sitting here today, I probably couldn't convince myself last year this is what would happen. Like I wouldn't be able to convince myself last year that I was throwing away relationships because I was so blind to what I was doing. It's just difficult now to realize how blind I was to what I was doing to the people around me. This is the part of the video where we're turning a leaf. It's not doom and gloom around here. We are going to be starting up the reaction channel again. Yes, again. This is the second time I've abandoned this channel. And you guys are still here. I mean, there's quite a few people who are still here. There's quite a few people who were checking in on me through the past year. And I appreciate you guys. You guys know who you are. I respond to your comments. I like your comments every single time. You know, I see you guys. I just want to let you know I see you guys. I feel like you guys deserve an explanation, and hopefully this video gives you a better idea. But we're coming back. We're so back, actually. I haven't watched anime in a year. I haven't watched anything in a year, which made me realize that I haven't watched a lot of shows. Like, I'm just now talking to more of my friends, and they're like, "Oh, dude, you have to watch this. This movie is great. It's like the third one in the series." And I was like, "I didn't know there was a series." This is how blind I am. I didn't know like I knew of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans, but I didn't know there was more than one. I didn't know that there was multiple Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans. And I haven't touched Tom Holland. I haven't touched any of the MCU. I've watched Iron Man 1. That is the most Marvel I've watched. And I think we'll do some Marvel in the future. I think I'm due. But for right now, we're going to focus on the shows that I had started last year because I feel like I had a lot of influx of subscribers from those two shows, being Orb and obviously the big one is High Q. I feel like those two bases need to be covered before I go starting another series. So, with that being said, we're back. We're back. And I appreciate you guys for checking in on me because that meant the world to me. That meant so much to me. I really want to end this video with a message And this is for the people who are also struggling because I know obviously this is not something new. This is not something rare or unseen before. And we all pretty much go through these things. So I really want to take this time and say that there are people in your life that care about you, and there are devices that can help us with this. We don't have to do everything alone. We're not a burden to anyone. I promise you. Your friends would, if they're true friends to you, they would not care. They would not hesitate to come talk to you, help you. You're not a burden to them. I promise you that. So don't be afraid to reach out to people. There are professionals as well who do this for a living, who know what you're going through and know how to give you the tools to work through whatever it is that you're going through. So I do want to just emphasize that there are tools for you to use to get yourself out of these situations. They honestly they just happen to us. They do. They just come upon us, and they're hard to deal with. That's why it is so common. There people just don't want to be a burden to other people. And I'm here to tell you that you're not a burden. You're not. But we're so back. We're so back. All right, guys. Peace.